everybody, and welcome to ArtSphere. My name is Jerry McQuillan, and this will be the last lesson that we'll be discussing about for learning how to play the saxophone. And today we'll be discussing about O Sol Mio, or its American translation, It's Now or Never. So, let's start with what we've learned overall. What is the time signature, and what sort of scale is it from? So, the time signature is going to be 4/4, and the scale is going to be at the G scale, which is going to be 1 F sharp key. I didn't discuss that in the previous lesson because in Ode to Joy, for that singular section from Beethoven, there's not a single part where there's any sort of F sharp key, but in It's Now or Never, there's a lot of F sharp keys. But let's discuss about the first line of music overall. So, let's go note by note, and starting with the first measure. So, first measure is going to be a rest. So that could be a way to take a breather, get yourself all postured up before you have to play the song. So, after that rest, it is going to be an octave key D, quarter note D, into, take the octave key down into a C, into a B, and then the next measure is going to be half note A into a half note G, which carries over to the next measure, which is going to be a quarter note D. So, for this carryover, this line that goes all the way under 2 measures, you have to hold the note and not tongue the note. So, think of this sort of half note, quarter note into 3 beats. And it goes straight into 2 eighth notes, which is going to be a G eighth note into an A eighth note into a B dotted quarter note that goes into a G eighth note into the next measure, which is going to be an F sharp half note into an E half note. So, and then finally we go into the next measure of the first line, which is going to be a rest into 3 quarter notes, F, G, and A. So let's tell that out. So get your metronomes out. That's a little bit too fast, so let's do 99. All right, let's set our metronomes to 90. Since that is a perfect time for that. So let's sing that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Alright, let's start at top the top line of It's Now or Never. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, rest. Da da. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 5. Da 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 da. And then, alright, turn your metronome off. And see, I was just fingering along since it would just be easier. You can play it, you can sing it, you can do whatever. But it's just knowing how to play, or knowing what the rhythm is, and how to play it is the perfect amount of what to do for this song. So, let's go into the next line, which is going to be 2 half notes, then F sharp half note into a E half note. Then, next measure seems a little bit familiar, which is going to be a rest into 3 quarter notes. So it's going to be rest, F sharp, G, A, and then after that is going to be a 2 half notes, which is going to be a low E into a low D. Next measure is going to be the exact same thing. A rest, well, yeah, the exact same thing that we just did for the past 4 measures, which is going to be a rest into 3 quarter notes, and then after the rest into the 3 quarter notes is going to be 2 half notes. So, rest, octave key, D, and then remove octave key C, B, A, G, and there you go. So let's start playing that. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, breathe, breathe. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There you go. That is the second line of It's Now or Never. So let's discuss the third line. So we go into a rest into 2 eighth notes, into a dotted quarter note, which goes into an eighth note. So let's try that. Rest. Well, let's sing that aloud. So it's going to be rest. Da 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 da. So rest. G A B G. And then next measure is going to be a 2 half notes. F sharp, E. Then next is going to be a rest into 3 quarter notes. So rest, C, B, A. Then the next measure is going to be a octave key D, dotted quarter note, into an eighth note B, into 2 quarter notes, which is going to be quarter notes A and quarter note G. So let's play that aloud. 2, 2, 2, 2, and then next measure is going to be a half note, no, it's a dotted half note A, which is going to be 3 beats long, into a quarter note B. So let's get your metronome out. You can sing it, play it, whatever you want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright. There's the second line of music for It's Now or Never. So let's go into the third. Alright, so we're starting off with 2 half notes, which is, alright, yeah, so we're going to start off with 2 half notes, which is going to be a into a G, then a rest, and then we're going to use octave key high G for 2 notes, so it's going to be G, G, F sharp, with the octave key still holding for the next 2 measures. So after the rest G, G, F sharp, it's going to be half note D, half note D. Next is going to be a rest. Octave key, F sharp, E, and then remove octave key into C for the next measure, which is going to be 4 full, a whole note C. So after that is going to be a rest, octave key, F sharp, E, and then there you go. So let's play that aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, breathe, breathe. Do, 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 do. Alright, that is the third line of It's Now or Never. Let's go on to the fourth, which is going to be 2 half notes, both are C. So ta, ta, rest into 3 quarter notes, which is going to be quarter note A, quarter note B, to quarter note C. Next measure is going to be octave key D for 4 beats. It's going to be a whole note, into a next measure, which is going to be half note rest and a quarter note rest, into a quarter note octave key D. So think of this specific measure as 3 rests instead of what they put out there, so it's a little bit easier to understand. And then the final measure of this line is going to be octave key E flat, half note into the same note, which is going to be octave key E flat. So let's play that aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Breathe, breathe. Do, 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 do. 2, 3. Do, do, do. Dang. Alright, so we got that line done, and now it's for the final line. So, final line is going to be a little bit different narrative-wise for only the first measure and the second and last measure. Second to last and last measure, because the second, third, and fourth measure are all what we've seen. So a half note, a whole note D, octave key, into a rest one, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, half note, into a quarter note rest. So let's discuss the first measure. So it's going to be a rest C high octave key G in octave key G down a quarter note into an E flat eighth note. Next measure is going to be a octave key D, holding that for 4 beats since it's a whole note. And then we're going to, for the next measure, rest and go into a B, A, G, octave key, D, D for the next measure, 2 half note octave key Ds. And then the next measure is going to be a rest into a quarter note B, a dotted quarter note A, and then we're going to do a eighth note G into the next and final measure, which is going to be a whole note G. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, breathe, breathe, rest. Do 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 do. All right, and that's the last line. So let's combine all of those together and play the whole song. So get your metronome ready. Take any breaks you want, any sort of stretches. And I'm just gonna tongue out the whole song of It's Now or Never. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Do 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 do. And there you have it. That is all It's Now or Never. Thank you so much for watching, and that's it. Once you've practiced this, you can basically have most or all the knowledge of playing the alto saxophone. And congratulations for getting this far. Alright, thank you. This has been Joey McQuillan, And thank you so much for watching all these videos.